with that.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Some post last week on Facebook, it had about the 20 or 24 seasons of the year, and this is fall.
False fall.
Yeah.
The best season starts on Saturday,
The what?
football season.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
I'm eager.
That's another season, isn't it?
We are live and we
My
are
favorite
recording.
They had about 3 winters and about 3 summers, but I thought it was funny that, yeah, a spell like this they call false fall. So anyway. You say we're ready to go, Scott? We're live and recording. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We want to welcome you to the August 25th Bartholomew County Commissioners meeting. This morning, I will lead us in invocation of pledge. If you're able to rise in this room, please do so. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful August Monday morning here in Indiana that we are all so privileged to partake in. We want to thank you for our first responders, our military that still make this one of the greatest places in the world to live. Be with us today as we make decisions for the residents of Bartholomew County, and always thank you for the many blessings you give us that we are so undeserving of. In thy name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first item on the agenda is approval of last week's minutes.
I'll move to approve the minutes.
Second.
I've got a motion from Larry and a second to approve those minutes. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed. Motion carried. Under our weekly reports, Tony, you want to give the good news?
I will.
Again?
We had, the week of August 18th, 43 new permits, fee amount $17,840, value amount $9,356,023. Includes $6 million for Blair X edition. So Bartholomew County keeps building. That report is available in the code enforcement office. If anyone would like to see it.
We remarked all year at how amazing the figures have been. And we all realize that stuff just costs more. But those figures this year have been bigger than just costing more, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
So anyway.
You know, I did notice, Carl, on the permits list, Blair X
Mhm.
is building a new.
Send
Warehouse.
Blair X is one of Tony Moravec's companies. And isn't that the side of it that makes the Bordeaux's butt paste?
I don't know if they make that anymore.
Oh, really?
Uh,
I thought they'd sold it.
I think they sold it.
Huh, okay.
Mhm. Boudreaux's butt paste.
Tony, I remember him
Sure.
telling some funny stories about Mr. Bordeaux or Boudreaux. And I thought they still made that. Okay.
Our first item here on the agenda is, we have, first reading, considering something, an ordinance, not something. Consideration of an ordinance amending the official zoning map of Bartholomew County, Indiana, rezoning a subject property from commercial neighborhood to residential established. And this morning, we're privileged to have Kyra Bierman with us. Good morning, Kyra.
Good morning. Good to
Who's
see
your
you all.
partner with you?
This is the property owner, Deborah Comstock.
Okay,
We had heard this rezone proposal at our last Bartholomew County Plan Commission meeting. And it was a unanimous recommendation to rezone this piece of property from CN Commercial Neighborhood to RE Residential Established. This is located out off of State Road 46 in the village of New Bern. The lot is directly abutting to the west of the pet crematorium, Faithful Friends in Passing. And so it had been zoned CN Commercial Neighborhood. And it is, the Plan Commission kind of found that it is a very limiting kind of size of property. It's 0.65 acres for a commercial development. And so the applicant was wishing to rezone it to residential established, which is a lot of what New Bern is already zoned.
Can you not build a house if it's commercial neighborhood?
It was not, it's not permitted
Okay.
in commercial
That
neighborhood.
answered it.
And exactly.
Okay.
So,
okay.
It's pretty cut and dried. I serve on the plan commission. I was in that meeting a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last week.
yeah.
I don't know. But it makes total sense. There's really not much more you can do with that piece of property.
Right.
So I have no issues with it whatsoever. I'd go ahead and make a motion that we
You gotta-
approve this.
No.
Oh, you gotta have a
No.
public hearing. Never mind.
Open floor.
Yeah. We'll let you two gals just sit there for, because I don't know that we've got a vocal audience with us, but we will see. Since this is an ordinance, we must have a public hearing. Anyone out there, either on Zoom or here in person, that want to speak for or against this rezoning? I'm not hearing the masses. I will close that public hearing. Commissioners,
Now I will make a motion to approve this ordinance amending the official zoning map to change this property from a CN to an RE zoning in New Bern.
I'll second.
I've got a motion from Tony and a second that on first reading, we change this rezoning of this said property from CN to RN or RE. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carried.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that we consider suspending the rules and go ahead and hearing it on second reading, since it's such a cut and dry situation and we're not gonna be here next week. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me. It's great.
Second.
I just don't think there's any objection to any of it, so.
Before I call for that vote, Larry's exactly right. This is a real departure from what we normally do. Normally, we let things lay for 7 days, a lot of times for 14. But we are permitted to do this, right, Mr. Attorney?
You can, you are correct. And
And-
I was in the meeting
It's a
with
motion.
Ms. Lund, and I would agree this, very unique piece of property, and I would say you're fine within the parameters to waive, to suspend the rules and have a second reading today.
We
So I have a
have,
motion to suspend.
so I've got a motion from
Second.
Larry and a second from Tony to suspend the rules and have second reading on this ordinance today. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Now, I have to, I think, again, ask, we are here for second reading of this ordinance. It was explained about 5 minutes ago, so I will not re-explain it. The floor is open. Anyone in Zoom land or in person here who wish to speak for or against this rezoning? Hearing no comment. I will close the public hearing. And commissioners, we're ready.
I would make a motion on second reading to approve this rezoning request for the subject property in Newbern from commercial neighborhood to residential established.
Second.
I've got a motion from Tony and a second to approve on second reading this rezoning out in the town of Newbern. This said property from CN to RE zoning. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried.
Well, thank you.
There you go.
Save yourself another trip.
There you
Save
go.
yourself another trip.
We have stuff to sign.
And we've got something to sign, and if the audience would give us about, at least give me about a minute, I will sign my name on the two blanks, and then the other two gentlemen can. And
You can just get started.
we,
Thank you very much.
you will not have to come back on the 8th of September,
So perfect. Okay.
because in our miscellaneous notes, we will not meet next Monday because of Labor Day. But we'll reconvene here on September the 8th,
There's one.
Monday at 10 o'clock.
It's just the ordinance. We don't have an abstract to sign.
Kyron, we don't get to see you very often. Glad to have you with us today.
It's always good to see
And
you.
glad to get this taken care of for you, Ms. Comstock.
I'm very-
You're welcome.
Thank you all. Have a good Labor Day holiday.
Okay.
You can take this paperwork with you if you
Okay.
No.
she's gonna-
want. Never mind, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
My apologies.
Copies that we made,
Oh,
everything.
my
I
apologies.
put a weed in now.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Our next item, we have a item with our 911 director, Todd Noblet. Good morning, Todd.
Morning.
After such a crazy spring, and then what, month, 6 weeks ago, big lightning strikes. And things kind of calmed down a little bit out there.
We do have the new generator installed. It's working properly. It has been a busy summer though for us, so.
We're heading into fall with your fingers crossed.
Very much so.
There you go. Okay, what are we doing here, Todd?
Asking you to enter into an agreement with AT&T. AT&T is our 911 provider. And this is a normal agreement that we have. Normally it's every 3 years. It has been switched every 2 years. The main change in this agreement is really twofold. One is we were using old copper lines. Those have been taken out. Basically, they're no longer viable. And so they've replaced those with fiber. And so that's the main change. This other change is it's going to be cheaper than it normally is. It's going to be about $600 cheaper a year for us. This agreement is with AT&T for 2 years. The cost would be $716.95 a month. Again, this is a agreement that I bring before you every couple of years, and that is a budgeted item.
Todd, this is not the emergent lines that come in, right?
It is not the emergency lines, but it is connected to the emergent lines. So if we have rollover, they will go to our non-emergent lines.
Okay.
$716.95 per month,
Correct,
2-year contract.
correct.
And this is a reduction from what you have been paying.
Yes, sir, about $600 a year.
I would make a motion that we approve this renewal agreement for E911 with AT&T Centrex service.
I'll second.
I got a motion from Tony and a second to approve this renewal agreement with AT&T for the 911 center. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried.
Carl, I have a question before you leave. Just trying to understand it. The old copper line, that's a small wire that comes in and it has like 3 wires in the casing.
Scott may be able to explain it better than I can. That is my
Like the
understanding.
old, like an old phone wire.
And usually they come into buildings in big 100-pair bundles and things
Okay.
like that, or used to.
And that's interesting that the technology has advanced such that now fiber optic.
Yep.
Little,
Carries all
little
of that.
hair thin piece of glass.
Yeah, there was a day where we thought, for the engineers, copper this was it. This was the greatest. And it's just interesting that now we're tearing it all out.
Yep.
Putting fiber in.
We'll probably be tearing out fiber 50 years from now.
Yep.
Not unless they figure out something that moves faster than the speed of light.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good. I like to hear that. Thanks.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Our next item on the agenda, we have a couple renewal agreements with our maintenance supervisor, Rick Trempy. And Rick, I think you are on Zoom with us. Rick, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
All
What
right,
we
we
got?
have a renewal for our garbage for each building. Plus, we added onto this the recycle cardboard. It also takes plastic bottles and all that. Bins, they're not gonna, the county's not gonna take the cardboard and stuff anymore. So we added that to our dumpsters. We'll have a dumpster at each building that does the recycle. So you had that proposal in front of you.
Rick, is this a 2-year agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Tony. Why don't you
Yeah, I mean, pretty good.
read those two figures?
We got $766.34 a month for trash removal for, looks like 8 buildings. And that's, we have 394 monthly for recycling, which is 5 buildings. That's all the cardboard and whatnot now. Total of $1,160.34 per month for trash and recycling removal for our county buildings.
Tony, explain to us why we're paying for cardboard now.
It's all recycling, but the solid waste district voted in its last meeting to no longer provide free cardboard recycling for commercial buildings. It was costing a lot of money. And so Rumpke is taking over that process and building a pad out at our landfill where the recycling will be brought there and sort of dealt with, or however you process it, and then taken out of there. So
When you use the term free cardboard recycling.
yeah, for the last,
Actually, it wasn't free. It was subsidized by the tax.
well, it was free to the
Right.
commercial
And I know,
businesses.
I'm just letting the public know kind
Right.
of what we're doing.
Right, but we're.
For 20 years, we've done that.
We're protecting our landfill. We're protecting the costs going forward. They continue to go up. We're trying to keep tax rates down. And one of the ways we do that, there's simply no market for recyclables. And cardboard was one of the ones that actually had a market, and it no longer has a market. We
And there-
anticipate,
And Tony, there were 2 sides to that we considered on the solid waste board. The first side was we had created a business to recycle cardboard. And it had come to a point where there were 2 other entities that were in that business. So we were competing with the private sector. So we weren't comfortable with that.
well, that's true.
And then the second side of it was the taxpayers were subsidizing. You know, I used to have a retail shop in Columbus, and for 10 years, the solid waste picked up all of my cardboard for free to me, but the taxpayers subsidized it. So we felt like it was time that we get out of the business. Now, I've had a friend that was pretty upset about it,
No, I've had a couple. Yeah.
pretty
And-
upset, pretty mad at me, and I said, well, then you need to thank the taxpayers for paying your $80 a month for 20 years.
And so.
Because in essence, that's what was happening.
I used to use that service too. And it was a great service, but We anticipate all sales of recyclables in 2026, bringing in no more than $25,000, but we were spending a couple $100,000 doing that service. So you don't have to be Einstein to figure out that you can't do that too long. And it was going to affect our financial position in the solid waste district. And like you said, we were competing with the private sector, and that's not government's job.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to have a little discussion on that.
Okay, Rick, I'd make a motion then that we go ahead and enter in these new agreements with Best Way Disposal again for trash removal and weekly recycling services.
I'll second.
Got a motion by myself and a second to enter into these agreements with Best Way. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Motion
Thank you.
carried. Thank you, Rick. Next item on our agenda, we have a change order on the courthouse. And we've got call. No,
Tony Akels.
we got Tony Akels with us.
Yeah, Matt couldn't make it, so I'm.
Yeah. Tony, what have we got here?
Yeah, so we got change order number 4, which is actually the final change order for the courthouse. As you read through there, you see that the change order for this is an add of $34,887. The bulk of that being the additional electrical demolition and replacement to address the aging condition of some of the electrical wire that was found throughout the building. It's kind of been ongoing as we've been doing the project. The other two
Actually starts way before that. but
Yeah.
We've tried to upgrade
Yeah.
wiring and recognize that it was an issue.
It was a lot of the wiring. As soon as you touched it, the insulation just fell off of it. It was sold, so we had.
You know, there was I don't mean to interrupt you, Tony, sorry, but
No.
there was a fire in Columbus last week, wasn't there, Pia? Tina? Yeah. Okay, sorry.
And a house.
Yeah, and I think it ended up being electrical.
Yeah.
Had to be summertime, you would think.
Yeah.
But electrical fires can happen.
A smolder fire.
Yeah.
I think some of these were even still some of the cloth wrapped wires.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
from a
I'm
long
sure they
time
were.
ago.
And
Yeah.
there's still a lot of that in there.
Yeah, it's the stuff in the walls that we didn't
Yeah.
get to, so. That's the bulk of it. The other two were some duct works that need to be either relocated or a couple of them had to be replaced. There was some flexible duct that after we cleaned it, but we didn't clean, Stanley Steamer cleaned it. It was just found not to be, we just couldn't reuse it. We had to replace it. In addition to that, we extended the substantial completion and final completion dates by 90 days. We kind of knew this 6-8 months ago. And a lot of this was just in coordination with the county because they would come in and have to move people, and then they took the opportunity to paint rooms and put new carpet and stuff down. It really didn't affect, not the cost any. But we basically extended it out there, and they are substantially complete. Anyway, but we just need to get it recorded in a change order.
Tony, how do you feel about the project?
I feel really good about the project.
It looks great.
I think it looks great. Talking with Dunlap and with Rick and stuff, I think everybody feels good about the project. It went very well. Building is 150 years old. I was nervous because I was like, man, we could get in here and find all sorts of stuff that just could blow up the project. All in all, I think we're about a little over 7% change orders. That includes the renovations to the bathrooms on the second and third floor. If you take those out, we're probably only around 4%. That's pretty good for a 150-year-old building, not knowing what's there. So
I'll make a motion. We approve change order number 4 for the courthouse project, $34,887.
Second.
I've got a motion from Larry and a second to approve this change order number 4 for the courthouse. This is with Dunlap and Company. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Motion carried.
All right,
thanks, everyone.
well,
Thank
Rick, I'd like to say something.
Yep, go ahead.
This project's been a real good project, especially with Strand. They've been very, very professional. They're nice to work with, and Dunlap's and have been fantastic. So this project, I've been on several projects before in my other part of my life. this is one of the best ones I've had, so I'd like to thank them.
Appreciate it, Rick. Thanks.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, both in Strand and Dunlap's Rick. And yeah, when we, originally, I think this project was just going to be fixing the loop system for the cooling and the heating. And then as we were in discussions with Strand, we knew the place was gonna be torn up. And it was the time to do several other things. And hopefully outside of maybe it's not even easy to move walls, so, or doors over there in the courthouse. So short of just shuffling people around, there'll be very few changes probably in the next 25 years that are made to that building. And, yeah, knock on wood. But, Tony, wouldn't you say that, this project has got that courthouse in good shape for 25 or 30 years without question?
Yes, without question, yeah.
Yeah, so, once again, the ARP funds and the commissioners seated fund helped to fund this project. And I'm gonna be frankly honest, if it wouldn't have been for those federal dollars, this project wouldn't have had all those extras, would it?
Oh, no.
I mean, we had to do the piping because Rick was starting to use Band-Aids, and his Band-Aids just didn't have good enough holding power. So anyway, good project. Thank you, Tony.
And it is the most beautiful courthouse in the state of Indiana.
Well,
And I'll die on that hill.
yeah. Our next item, normally we have him at the front, but we're kind of departing and putting more toward the back today. Our county engineer, Danny Hollander. Good morning, Danny.
Morning. I don't have much today, just a crew report for last week. We continue to work out on White Horse Road. We're working as well as the contractor are working on the slide.
Danny, thank you for reaching out to me when the day that he was driving those nails, quote unquote, and I was out of town. I was up in Minnesota, but I really wanted to, were you there? when it
I'm
was-
a part of it. They're gonna continue to do it for
Okay.
several weeks, I
Okay.
believe, but they gotta,
I'll
they're
drive out there and
they're
look at
different
it.
stages, so they're gonna finish Friday, then they're gonna dig some more and then do some more, but they're
Mhm.
actually drilled in instead
Oh,
of
really?
hammered in. They're kind of twisted, augered in.
Huh, okay.
We mowed tree limbs in Wayne and German townships, and it's mowing trees with a bush hog's not a pretty process. So some of the limbs fly everywhere, as well as trees don't look pretty afterwards. So if people don't want us to do it, they can trim their own trees, I guess. And we did side widened stone on shoulders on Huffer Road, Newbern Road, 250 East and 350 East. We worked on the floodgates on 800 South, and then we picked up trash out of the right of way. And Milestone continued, did some more paving on our community crossings project on 250 East and 200 West.
Annie, where do we have floodgates in the county, and do we need any more?
Well, we just have them at
800 South.
800 South. I think we have some, well, the city kind of took them over on 400 North.
Okay, how about is it Gladstone that goes out State Street?
We don't have any there.
Okay. Did we at one time?
No,
We did, okay.
we got to be able to allow if there was like
a drive or something. Sometimes the flood area is outside where people need to get to,
Okay.
so we can't lock them in. But on where we have them, there's no drives in that way, so that, yeah, that's the only place where we have permanent floodgates.
Anything else, Danny?
I believe you have, monthly reports.
Yes, I've got both the July 25 crew and the July 25 financial reports from the highway department. And I'd make a motion that we accept and enter them into the minutes and the
Second.
official record of the county.
Second.
Motion by myself and a second to approve and accept those reports from the highway department for July. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Anything else,
That's
Danny?
all I have.
Good enough, thank you. We have some other reports here we will make the public aware of. Tony, I think you have the animal control report.
I do. I have the animal control report for July. We had 43 animals picked up, 25 dogs, 18 cats. Included a lot of kittens, 2 litters of puppies. Several were reclaimed, and we also found on 1100 East an African spurred tortoise. When asked how it all went down, he said it just happened so fast they couldn't keep track of it. No, I'm sorry. The tortoise was returned to its owner. Yeah. Make a motion to enter our July 2025 animal control report into the minutes.
Second.
Motion from Tony and second to approve that July animal control report. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. I have the clerk's monthly report for the month of July submitted here by Sherry Lance, our clerk of the courts. And her report looks complete. And I'd make a motion we accept her report for July.
Second.
Got a motion from myself and a second to approve the clerk's July report. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Finally, Larry has the veterans report.
I do have that report, several appointments, walk-ins, incoming phone calls. Item of interest is always trips to the VA hospital. We had 14 trips for the month and 1,400 miles put on the veterans van. And we had, again, 20 burial appropriations of veterans. I'll move that we accept the veterans monthly report for July.
Second.
Motion from Larry and a second to approve that July veterans monthly report. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Under miscellaneous, again, county offices will be closed next Monday, September the 1st, in observance of Labor Day. And the commissioners here will be back here on Monday, September the 8th for their next regularly scheduled meeting. Anything else from the public to bring before the commissioners today? Yes, Sharon.
I just want to brag a minute that tomorrow night I'm going to the Fever game because I won tickets from Versity for giving blood.
Oh.
Monday is the day to give blood. They generally take walk-ins, so anybody, if you're don't have plans, they're there near the hospital, so go give blood.
Go
It's
Fever.
Desperately needed.
Thank you.
The funniest story about giving blood. I can remember back early in my tenure, I probably shouldn't mention her name, a gal from the courts and the courthouse. And I were the next 2 appointments to give blood. It was immediately after lunch, 90-degree summer day. Neither of us have ate. And
I remember this, but I'm gonna let him tell the
we
story.
both ended up passing out and they did not get our blood. And, I have not ever tried to give blood again after that. And I'm always amazed at these people that can give 16 gallon of blood or
16,
20 gallon
yeah.
of blood in their lifetime. And Carl couldn't get through the very first one, but,
Well, thanks for trying.
I tried, yes. And I got great veins. When I go to hospital, I have to get blood for tests. But that one didn't work that day. So anyway.
I have one quick thing to add that this Saturday in part of the whole Labor Day weekend is the hospice concert. Saturday at Nexus Park, featuring, I believe, an Eagles band and Elton John band. So it's going to be exciting. I expect to see Danny there with his feather boa and his big glasses. Anyway, it's a great fundraiser for hospice. If you can go, I highly recommend it.
Seeing nothing else, we are adjourned. Have a great Labor Day and